Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 8 of your Vancouver Canucks franchise mode here on NHL 13, as today we're going to be walking into our first official offseason with the team as we got this close to the Stanley Cup as we got beat by the New York Rangers in just 6 games. It was a hard-fought series. But they beat us 3 times in a row and won the series, unfortunately. But before we get into this, I'd like to just say, if you are new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. It'll be very much appreciated. And make sure to go check out my Discord and Twitch channel as well. It'll be very much appreciated there, guys. So let's get into this bad boy of an episode here tonight. We got beat by the New York Rangers in 6 games. Once again, we got beat by the Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals. We just weren't able to do it. And honestly, we got off to an amazing start. We played absolutely amazing to start off the series, and then it seemed like Henrik Lundqvist just really shut things down and made sure that we never scored more than just 1 goal. And I mean, a lot of it was due to the fact that we got so many injuries. You look at the injury list, you look at losing Kessler and having Ebbett up on the second line. We lost Lapierre. We lost one of our defensemen and Alexander Edler. There was just so much that we lost, and it really blew. Like, this was a hard-fought series for us, and honestly, it was an entirely great playoffs for the Vancouver Canucks. I take a look at it as being a huge success because a lot of the players played really great. David Booth had an amazing playoff run. I mean, we could really just go into it. Like, David Booth was absolutely amazing, and, you know, even though he did miss a few games, was incredible. Both of the Sedins were, once again, just absolutely incredible, and, I mean, this is the time to win. I hope that we could definitely do it next year. We're definitely going to be playing around with the cap, but Higgins, amazing. Burrows, our depth was, you know, all right. You're not going to get the most amazing goal scoring from the depth, especially in these older games. And then defense, Bieksa, Hamuse, Edler, Carlson, Ballard. All of them did great. Ballard, I think, is definitely someone that we're going to be trading away. He takes up about $4.25 million in our cap, so that's definitely somebody we are thinking about trading, because coming into this upcoming season, we kind of want to build our own team, the team that we kind of imagine it being. And we definitely want to clear up some cap going into next year. We do have a decent amount, about $28 million going into next year. So we do have some cap that we can spend. A lot of it is going to go towards Edler. And then you got Carlson. You also got Burrows, which I don't know if we're going to keep or not. We're going to have to really see. Chris Higgins as well is going to have a new contract. So there's a lot of players that we have to get to new contracts. And so it'll be interesting to see what we will be able to do coming up towards this deadline and everything. So it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to say the least, because, you know, there's a lot of things that we're going to have to work on. So, well, I have to admit, I'm impressed with the season. Yeah, that was a really good season this year, and the New York Rangers win the Stanley Cup. So, unfortunate for us, because we definitely did want to get off to a quick start and win the Stanley Cup right off the get-go. That was, like, something that we really wanted to get off to a quick start. You know, is go out there, win the Cup, and not have to worry about, you know, the next few years, but now we kind of have to. So we'll take a look at all the awards. The Rangers win the Stanley Cup just a year after, basically, we made it to the Cup Finals against the Bruins there, and we made it again. So unfortunately that we weren't able to pull away this year. But our Ross winner goes to Jason Spencer. Hartman Morrow goes to Claude Giroux. Mark Strike gets the James Norris. Nice. And then Zach Parise wins the Lady Byng. Calder goes to Brendan Smith. Henrik Lundqvist wins the Conn Smythe. Absolutely deserved it. Vesna goes to Jonas Hiller. Antti Niemi and Thomas Grice gets the William M. Jennings. Willie Mitchell gets the Bill Masterton. Frank J. Selke goes to Datsyuk. Ted Lindsay, Jason Spencer. Maurice Richard. It goes to Ovi. So those are all the awards around the league. And let's get down to the draft. So we don't have a first-round pick because we did trade that first-round pick away. So we can be able to pick up John Carlson, which was the move that we made there when we traded away Schneider. The biggest thing now is hope that Luongo and the Sedins really don't drop in potential or retire. I think that's a big thing as well. We can't have them retire anytime soon, because if they do, that's going to be a huge loss for us. So no retirements on our hands, but some big ones. Steve Sullivan, Wade Redden retires. Ray Whitney, Jaromir Jagr retires pretty early into his career, so those are the retirements there. Then goalies got Marty Turco and Nikolai Habibulin retires with the Flyers, or not the Flyers, yeah, the Flyers. I was about to say the Phillies. I'm like, the hell, why am I going to say the Phillies? The Phillies are in the baseball game. All right. So Cole Benson, yeah, Scott Cook, Josh Morrissey, Morgan Klimchuk. So yeah, I don't know. I think we're really just gonna dump off Ballard as a cap and just move him somewhere that he would or a team that would like Ballard, basically. If a team wants Ballard, we'll trade him. Oh, so we still have our first round pick. Okay, decent. So Toronto's calling us. What's up? What would you like, Toronto? Adam Pulisic for a third-round pick. You know, I'll take an extra pick for a guy that's not very good. You know, we don't have another phone, but we'll make another trade next round. So, Nail Yakupov goes first overall to the Winnipeg Jets. Yeah, this is the worst draft in history that we get to do today. So, that's awesome. So, let's see what's available around our pick here. So, you got Mikhail Grigorenko, William Karlsson, Thomas Hurdle, Brett Cook, Brett Thompson, Brace, Hampus Lindholm's back here as well. I do like Mikhail Grigorenko because of the fact that he's a sniper and we could definitely use a future sniper. I don't think we have anybody else that we really, yeah, there's not very many other people that we actually really scouted that would be perfect for us. So I think we honestly go, it's either Grigorenko or William Karlsson. And Karlsson might not be a bad idea. Playmaker, center. Might not be a bad idea to bring up for the future because we do have some goal scorers that are already built around. We could use a future centerman for the future. So William Karlsson will draft you because we don't know how much longer we're going to have the Canadiens. It's pure and simple. We don't know how much longer we're going to have those guys. So Ballard. So we are going to be trading away Ballard because you look at the cap situation. We definitely do have some money, but we could definitely clear up a bit. And I think Keith Ballard is just one of those guys that we can trade away. So we can, you know, pick up a player that can help us. We'll trade him to an Eastern Conference team. We really just want picks. So like a second, third, and maybe a fourth of this year. Because what's Ballard? So Ballard, yeah, okay. So we might not be able to get a fourth, but we'll see. Yeah, sweeten it just a touch so we could get rid of the fourth. And just do the second and third for next year. Yeah, right. Because I think we traded away a bulk of our picks this upcoming draft to make the deal that we wanted to do. Yeah, and next year's draft picks too. So it's actually not a bad idea to pick up some draft picks for next year, just a second and a third, for Keith Ballard to get rid of his cap on the team, so we can have some more spending money come towards this upcoming free agency. Is basically my plan. There we go. And we'll keep on simulating. So Victor Arvidsson, so some big players in this round too. Basically my plan is just to pick players that have a known name. So Arturi Luukkonen might be our next guy. The guy that was absolutely amazing in this upcoming playoff run. And Rasmus Ristolainen's there too. Arturi Luukkonen's a defenseman? What the shit? You know what? We'll pick Rasmus Ristolainen. I know he's ass in real life, but I don't imagine him being super bad in the video game. So we'll pick him up. We'll keep on simulating here. Yeah, there's definitely not going to be very many other big free agents that we're going to be able to sign here now. I think we got the two guys in William Karlsson and Rasmus Ristolainen. I think that's really going to be about it that for available picks that you can really pick up in the draft. Oh, there's Sean Monahan. But I think we're just going to auto-draft the rest because there's not going to be too many other special picks throughout the rest of the draft. So there we go. So the draft has been done. There's a few other trades, just some small deals, nothing too big throughout that draft day. But we'll continue on to free agency day, and we'll get on to signing the rest of the players. So we're going to basically do the entire free agency day so we can get ready for the next year. So yes, go to contracts. So let's see what our prospects ended up being like. Hopefully they're good. So yeah, Rasmus, yeah. So 4.5 star. No, 3.5 star. Yeah, 3.5 stars. Not terrible. Good prospects, I guess, for the future with the 3.5 stars, but definitely not amazing. But that's what you kind of get for a late first round pick, and then Rasmus Ristolainen, not bad. So yes, let's get to signing everyone that we want to get signed onto the team. Now Burrows, I would like to try to keep. That's actually not a bad deal for Burrows either. If we could just get him to a 3-year deal, that makes him up to 35. If we could get him down to 3.4 mil for 3 years, I would not mind doing that for Burrows. Now, Chris Higgins, on the other hand, he did good for us. I would like to see him as mostly like a third-line guy, but depends on how much money he wants is the question. Oh, that's actually not bad at all. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. If we get you at $2.75 million for 2 years, I'll definitely do that for Chris Higgins. Get him as depth guy. Mason Raymond, he did good during the playoffs. I really enjoyed that. But since we're going to have Chris Higgins play down in the depth, I really don't think we'll need Mason Raymond then. So Chris Higgins with him signed. Dale Weiss, I'll sign him. He jumped up tremendously, so I just want a 1-year deal because I'm trying not to sign everyone to the most expensive deals in the world. So 6.66 or 1.655, and he's really good defensively, which is big. And his potential's not too bad, so he could really grow. Lapierre I would like to keep because he wasn't too bad defensively, but I think we could almost find somebody better defensively than him. Manny Malhotra dropped down too. That's kind of blows. So I guess 2 new centermans for our depth is what we're going to have to find, and then just sign some depth players to fill out the rest of the squad here for the AHL. But yeah, it looks like we're not going to be bringing those guys back onto the team just because of the fact that they're just going to be way too... I mean, we could try to bring back Manny Malhotra as just a depth guy coming into next year. But yeah, I don't want to pay $1.6 million for a 76 overall. No, thank you. I'd rather see what's available in free agency, and then if we have to bring him back, we could bring him back, right? So, not that big of a deal for me. Yeah, Sean Monahan wasn't really that good either. It looks like we also picked up Kirby Reichel as well. Darren Archibald. Now, the big guy, the big ticket here is our boy Alexander Edler. He's the big boy that we got to sign this year. Honestly, wow, that's a fucking stellar video. I'll lock you up for 8 years. 8 years at 6.35. We might as well just get him to kind of the deal that he kind of wants. So Alexander Edler, we're locking up, and then John Carlson. We'll do about the same. Yeah, 3-year deal. A nice little bridge deal for John Carlson. We're gonna have to pay him the big bucks the next time around, or we can just sock him up now to $5.50 million for the next 4 years for John Carlson. And then the rest of the defense corps, we could definitely sign Derek Jocelyn back. He's a good future prospect to have. Christopher Tanev as well. Only if he... I think we almost should have bumped up Tanev's potential a little bit before we started this so we could have him as a good future piece to the team. But it's alright. We got John Carlson on the team now, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, we don't really have very much for defensemen either, but for our boy Rasmus Ristolainen. And then Luongo, still at the 87 overall, so that's beautiful. Looks like he dropped down just a bit. So we'll sign Eddie Lack. And this guy here just has some depth guys for the team. And there we go. So advance today. Let's see if we can get everyone back on the team. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we get everyone signed back, and Edler and Carlson. I don't think we spent too much money, quite honestly, with the amount of free agents that we signed, so we could really go after kind of a big-ticket guy. So Edler signs, Higgins, Tanev, Burrows, Jocelyn, Weiss, Carlson, Gordon, and the rest of the guys. So they have all signed. Yeah, we don't have a lot of money to sign a big piece, I guess. Only $9.9 million coming up towards this upcoming free agency day, so not a whole crap ton of money, and there's not a whole lot of money we can clear out in general anyways. We want to keep majority of the players that we have on the team, so if anything we can pick up a winger and then some depth guys. Really, how much is Lapierre going to cost us? If we could get Lapierre at like $1.5 million, I'll do it for Lapierre, but that's probably the best I'm going to go. So, I think that's really about it that we need to sign onto the team. With Lapierre, that's all we'll really need. Now, it's not like we're going to have a whole lot of cap room to be able to make great moves. Yeah, he doesn't want to sign. That's okay. Yeah, I think that's it. And then we got to sign the Sedins next year, too. So, I think this is a big year for us because I don't know how much the Sedins are going to ask for. Could be a lot of money that they ask for. It could be very little. especially in this game. It probably will be a decent amount since they're 90 overall players, so we're going to have to worry about that big time next year, especially since they're only being paid like $6 million right now. So, yeah, we're going to have to figure that out, figure out what we're going to do with those two guys. When did the Sedins actually retire? I'm actually kind of interested in that. I actually cannot remember when the Sedins, because I know they retired at the exact same time. They played all the way until 2017-18. Okay. So we still have a few more years before they actually retire in real life. So, there we are. Let's jump into free agency here. Let's see what's available in this free agency. See if there's anything spectacular. And there is. Okay, so Nathan Horton is available in this upcoming free agency day. Very interesting. And then Christopher Stieg as well, who's a little bit cheaper. Goal scorer. Had an amazing year with Chicago. Nathan Horton. I mean, even Christopher Stieg might be a bit better of a player to pick up. Now, the problem is, do we want to spend that amount of money on picking up a player like that, right? So that's a big question for us. And I mean, we could totally use a player like Christopher Stieg, right? Like, you could do Burrows, Kessler, Versteeg, and then David Booth up on the top line. So now we do need depth centers, because what do we got? We already got Hansen and Higgins. All we need is a third line center. And definitely, there's not very, like, cheap. There's fucking expensive ones, my lord. Could go after a Nick Bonino. He's not amazing defensively, though, is the problem. So, could do a Dominic Moreau. I don't know, man. Wonder if there's anyone available for, like, a cheap. Because I would like to go after the big ticket in Christopher Stieg. But if we can't find someone that we can get for dirt cheap that can play on the team depth-wise this upcoming season, I hate how you cannot fucking see the overalls. I absolutely fucking hate that. I know a lot of these teams are not going to want Boone Jenner. No. Dvorak, but he's not a center. Nah. Caesar Nick's probably not even ready. Nah. Mikael Granlund? How the fuck is he being paid $2.1 million as a 70 overall? Jesus, Murphy, what the hell? So we got Dowell and, yeah, Zenon Konpaka. Yeah, I don't want any of those guys. Those are just... Nah, I'm good, bruh. Gallagher, Mikhail Grigorenko. What's Grigorenko's potential? Oh, man, we actually got a way better player than what Grigorenko was. I'm very happy with that selection that we made. Holy crow. That would have been a very, very bad move on our part. I think we're just shit out of luck. I think we're just going to have to maybe not go after Versteeg here in this situation. There's not very many, like, available centermans that we can go after that would be like, oh, hey, you know, this is a player that we could play on the team right now. There's lots of defensemen, of course, available, but no big centers, yeah. So we have 9.9. I mean, we can do the Christopher Stieg move. It's just we're going to be very, very tight on cap. So let's do the Christopher Stieg move because that's what I want to do. This is a guy that I do want to bring in. He wants to just do 3 years, so we'll just do 3 years. And we'll try to get him at, you know, $5.4 million for the next 3 years. We'll try to do that for Christopher Stieg. See what he thinks. And then I say Dominic Moreau. You know, he's a great two-way guy. Plays very good defensively. Not going to be a guy that's going to score us a lot of points, but is going to be playing very, very good defensively. We'll try to get him at $2.4 million. Just for the next 2 years. 32 years of age. I think that'll be good. 2.4 for Dominic Moreau to play as our third-line center. And I think that's all I want to do right now. Just those two guys. See where we get with those two guys signing on to the team. Because I think those are two big players that I would love to get on the team. So come on. Please sign with me, Versteeg and Dominic Moreau. Those would be two huge acquisitions. Versteeg and Moreau both sign with the team. And we still have $3.8 million left in the cap. Absolutely beautiful. So with the next move, Nick Antipov, we also got Matt Cullen. Matt Cullen out a year might not be a bad idea, man. He would be a really good, because what do we got? Hansen. Oh, sorry for hitting the mic there, boys. We still got Dale Weiss as well up the wing. So, for the future for our wingers, I actually can't take a look at the overalls in that fucking menu because it's EA, right? Because they make no sense. So, next year for our forward core, we got the Sedins, and then Booth, Kessler, Versteeg, Burrows, Higgins, Moreau, Hansen, Weiss, Cassian. So we got Weiss and Cassian back there, and then that's really it. And then Aaron Gorin and a few other guys. Matt Cullen's not a bad idea. Probably our best bet if we're looking for someone to pick up. Matt Cullen might be our best bet to go after if we're looking for somebody that could really play good for us. He could be a veteran guy for us this year. I, without a doubt, see this as a good pickup. 3.25 for Matt Cullen. As welcome to the team, my man. Hopefully you do sign with us because I think you'll be a huge acquisition for the team. I think you'd be absolutely massive for this upcoming playoff run. Like I said, we're trying to bolster this team up a little bit more than what we were in the last year. I think we're trying to build up a little bit better of a center core with Dominic Moreau, Matt Cullen, and he does sign with the team as well, so beautiful. Now, I would like to get like an extra left winger, just in case. This is a depth guy for the team. Yeah, those guys are way too expensive, so Garrett Rowe. Someone that's good defensively. Cal McKinnon. Absolutely beautiful. That is exactly what we would like. Cal McKinnon. All right, I think that's it that we need to do now. That is a insanely fast free agency day. And I mean, we didn't have to make very hard decisions. Like, it was like Christopher Stieg. Yeah, that's a guy that we want to have on the team. Dominic Moreau. Hell yeah, we still have enough money. Beautiful. Let's sign, you know, Matt Cullen onto the team. Let's get him onto the team, you know. So, very relatively easy free agency day to the point where now we just got to, oh, we do need defense. I forgot about that. We need a top 6, don't we? Yeah, because we got no one in our top 6. Fuck. Shit. Totally forgot about that. Focusing so much on the forward core, we forgot to get defensemen. I'm trying to think. Can we get someone that's like dirt cheap here? Maybe we could get Brett Stupple back on the team here. I'll try. Probably not. Man, our top 6 pairing's gonna be ass, dude. It's gonna be fucking booty cheeks. Absolutely beauty cheeks it's gonna be. Yeah, I thought Brett Stupple was gonna decline. Shit dickory do, eh? Shit dickory do. I mean, we could pick up one guy and then we could try to do a trade later on and maybe just even try to play Derek Jocelyn too. Just get like a left-handed defenseman and Mark Eaton. He might drop though, that's the problem. Yeah, we'll pick up Steve Eminger. Probably our best bet. Our best bet is Steve Eminger. So, let's continue on our simulation here, and let's get off to the next season here, boys. We've been pretty busy this offseason picking up. I think Chris Versteeg is going to be massive for us because I think, you know, a big thing that we did struggle was scoring goals. I mean, we did pretty well. Oh, fucking hit on my desk, making a shake all. We did pretty good on the goal scoring part, but the problem is once we got up against a good goaltender like Lundqvist, we found it hard to get goals. So I think with Chris Versteeg, that adds more depth to the team. So if we miss out on one of our other big players, we got Chris Versteeg, and we can move up Chris Higgins later on up in the lineup. So gives us some more flexibility for the team moving forward. So we're hoping that, you know, this year will be a big year for the Vancouver Canucks because I really do want to go deep this year. Oh, I totally forgot about a backup goalie, too. Backup goalie. Do we really want to bring back in Shiger this year again? He was ass. Can't even believe he's asking for a fucking $1 million. There we go. Dan Ellis might be even a better fucking bet. Staylock. Didn't really play. Did pretty well in the AHL. Michael Layton. Yeah, I like Dan Ellis. Just 1 year. 1.65. See if he signs for that for just a year. Probably not, but we'll see. We're gonna be like dead ass broke, man. We are really playing up against the cap this year, and I mean, I kind of want to. That's the thing. I want to be that close up against the cap because why not? Like, we want to go deep this year. We want to go all for it. So why the fuck not go all the way? Now, the big problem is how much the Sedins are going to be asking for in this upcoming free agency, because that is the biggest question. Is those two guys going into the upcoming season? We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with that, because we got to sign both of those motherfuckers, and I'm not excited to do that. I'm really not excited to be having to re-sign both of those two guys, because they're going to be expensive. No matter which way you put it, they are gonna cost us a lot. They're gonna be expensive to bring back onto the team. So hopefully hopefully we can get it back at a decent cost, and we're not having to. Probably, I'm guessing, 8 to 9 million. Both, I'm guessing. So that means we're gonna have to clear some cap out if we're gonna want to sign them back on the team both. So we sim up the the preseason here, so we can get the see the improvements on the roster. I don't think we're really going to get to see very many improvements. Hopefully Derek Jocelyn jumps up at least a little bit, so we can at least see him being in the top 6. Alrighty, so oh wow, Mika Kiprusoff going off to Toronto. Holy shit, that's a big trade there. Anyways, let's take a look at our roster. Let's see what we got this upcoming season. So the Sedins still at the 90, Kessler. Yeah, so there's the big guys for Stieg, David Booth, Burrows, Higgins, Cullen, Hansen, Weiss, Moreau, and McKinnon. And then we can send down Jansen, call up Cassian, because we might be playing him in the lineup. Defensively, we got Hamuse, Edler, Carlson, Bieksa, Emiger, and then Tanev. But we'd rather have Jocelyn up. Best lines. Man, we are tight up against the cap. Holy crow. We got, like, no cap left. Is there any D? Yeah, there's no defense really left that we can really go after. We might as well just play Jocelyn, for crying out loud, on the defensive end. So, let's take a look at what we got for our lineups this upcoming season. So, I think we all know what we're going to be going with again. Just the same as per usual. But this time it's going to be a little bit different. I think we're a lot better, depth-wise with Higgins, Matt Cullen, Dale Weiss jumping up, Hansen, Moreau, Cassian. I really like the way that the team looks this upcoming season. Our defense in the back end definitely is going to be a work. It's definitely we're going to have to see how well they will do together. And in this upcoming season, it's going to be big because it's a big year for us free agency wise, because our big boys and the Sedins are free agents this upcoming season. So we're really going to have to see what will happen next year. We do have $23 million in cap space, so it is possible for us to sign both of them. It's just what else are we going to be able to do to fill in the rest of the team is definitely going to be a big question. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my Discord and my Twitch channel, as well as I do some live streams up on there for gaming. So make sure to go check that out. But for now, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Adios, amigos.